Hello and welcome to our topic today, sleep deprivation, the invisible enemy in your bed. Imagine spending a night without closing your eyes. Does it sound like an adventure? Or more like the beginning of a horror movie? We all know what it feels like to be tired and irritable, but have you ever thought about what actually happens to your body and mind when you don't get enough sleep? Sleep deprivation is not just something students experience during exam periods or new parents face. It's a serious matter, so serious that the United Nations considers it a form of torture. Yes, you heard right. Sleep deprivation can be used as a method of torture, and it's no joke. Today, we'll take you on a journey through the mysterious world of sleep deprivation. We will explore what happens when you stay up all night, whether voluntarily or because your neighbor decided that 3 a.m. is the perfect time to cut tiles. Prepare for a mix of scientific facts and humorous insights. Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a sleepless ride. The first 24 hours, without sleep hours, 0 to 6, the adventure begins. The first few hours without sleep are like the start of a mysterious expedition. You might even feel a bit rebellious. Who needs sleep anyway, right? You might feel more awake and alive than usual. A classic case of false alarm. Hours 6 to 12, optimism fades. Now, the journey starts to get interesting. The first signs of fatigue creep in. You might notice your eyes blinking more often, and the coffee machine becomes your best friend. But don't worry, you're still in the game. You might think, I can handle this. I've been through worse. Hours 12 to 18, reality hits hard. This is where it gets serious. Being awake for 18 hours can have similar effects on your body as a blood alcohol content of 0.05%. That's like having 3 to 4 alcoholic drinks in 2 hours. Your reactions slow down and your attention wanes. But hey, who needs quick reflexes when you can have exciting hallucinations of dancing unicorns at your desk instead? Hours 18 to 24, seeing the world through sleep-drunk beer goggles. Welcome to the world of sleep drunkenness. You probably feel like a zombie now, searching for your next victim, coffee. Your judgment is now about as reliable as a toddler deciding that flying is the best mode of transportation. And your coordination? Let's just say, walking a straight line becomes a challenge that even experienced acrobats would find difficult. That was an insight into the first 24 hours without sleep. Next, we'll explore what happens when you reach 48 hours without sleep. Spoiler alert, it doesn't get prettier. 48 hours without sleep hours, 24 to 36. The battle gets tougher. Congratulations, you've passed the 24-hour mark. Now your body seriously starts to signal that it's not made for endless wakefulness. Your mood swings might resemble roller coaster rides, and your thoughts feel like they're swimming through syrup. You might even start feeling a bit philosophical. What is sleep, really? Does it even exist? Hours 36 to 48. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Things take a surreal turn now. Hallucinations might start to greet you. Maybe you see a shadow in the corner of your room and think, was that a ninja? Your body struggles with microsleep phases, where you doze off for a few seconds without realizing it. These moments are especially dangerous, particularly if you're doing something that requires your full attention, like driving. But worry not, you're not driving, are you? The psychology of sleep deprivation. As your body and mind run, or rather stumble on high gear, sleep deprivation starts to show serious psychological effects. Your judgment becomes as reliable as a weather forecast in the desert, and your ability to think clearly might be equally questionable. You might start talking to your refrigerator, and the worst part, it might not answer back. Next, let's see what happens when you push it to 72 hours without sleep. Spoiler, it's like a journey into another dimension. 72 hours and beyond. Without sleep hours, 48 to 72, blurring the line between reality and fiction. After 2 days without sleep, you're officially a member of the Sleepless Club. Your ability to differentiate reality from fiction might now be more theoretical than practical. Hallucinations might get worse. You could see your teddy bear suddenly performing a tango dance. Hour 72. The world becomes a surreal dream. 3 full days without sleep. Congratulations! That's an achievement. Though not a recommendable one. At this point, you might feel like you're trapped in a surreal dream. The boundaries of your perception are blurred. You might feel as if you're floating, or as if your body belongs to someone else. Depersonalization, where you feel detached from your body and reality, can become a real issue. The world of microsleep phases. In this stage of sleep deprivation, your body might fall into short phases of microsleep. This means you fall asleep for a few seconds without realizing it. You could doze off in the middle of a conversation and suddenly wake up, not knowing how long you were out. It's like a really bad date, where you fall asleep and hope the other person didn't notice. Now that we've explored the effects of up to 72 hours without sleep, let's take a look at the historical use of sleep deprivation as a torture method and in scientific studies. Sleep deprivation in history and studies. Sleep deprivation as a method of torture. Throughout the darker chapters of human history, sleep deprivation has often been used as a method of torture. A classic example is the witch trials, where suspects were kept awake long enough to trigger sleep deprivation psychosis. Their confused statements were then used as confessions of witchcraft. Imagine being accused of witchery because you're juggling sleep-deprived hallucinations. Scientific studies on sleep deprivation. In modern science, extreme sleep deprivation studies are largely prohibited for ethical reasons. The few studies that have been conducted showcase how seriously the effects of sleep deprivation are taken. It's been found that sleep deprivation can lead to memory loss, concentration issues, and even changes in DNA expression. It's like your body saying, "No sleep? Okay, I'm switching to survival mode." Next, we'll discuss the long-term effects of regular sleep deprivation. Spoiler, it's like a long-term subscription to problems. Long-term effects of regular sleep deprivation. The vicious cycle of chronic sleep deprivation. When sleep deprivation becomes a regular part of your life, it's like starring in a bad movie that never ends. The effects aren't just occasional tiredness or lack of focus. It gets serious. Long-term sleep deprivation can lead to weight gain because your body thinks, "Hey, we're not getting enough sleep. Let's store fat for bad times." Sleep deprivation and your health. The list of problems is long. Skin issues, because your body thinks you're always in a stress situation. Headaches, your brain protesting. High blood pressure, your heart is not amused, and even a weakened immune system. You become more susceptible to colds, as if viruses are queuing up to invade a weakened body. Mental health? Also, affected sleep is like an emotional cleanser for your brain. Without it, the risk for depression and anxiety increases. Imagine walking through life with glasses that make everything appear grayer and more somber. That's life without enough sleep. The slow road to recovery. An interesting study shows that you need 4 days to recover from just 1 hour of lost sleep. It's like a bad exchange rate for recovery. Invest an hour, get 4 days of tiredness back. Finally, we come to tips on how to avoid sleep deprivation and wrap everything up. Get ready to learn how you can recover from sleep deprivation and return to the sweet embrace of dreams. Tips to avoid sleep deprivation. Say no to sleep deprivation. The goal is clear. Avoid sleep deprivation and rejoin the club of the well-rested. But how? Here are some golden tips to help you drift off into the desired state of slumber. Develop good sleep habits. 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Yes, even on weekends. Your body loves routines almost as much as cats love cardboard boxes. The art of crafting the perfect sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary of peace, dark, cool, and quiet. Like a cave, but more comfortable. Avoid screens before bedtime. The blue light from phones and computers is like a wake-up call for your brain, just as it's trying to switch to sleep mode. Relaxation techniques. Meditation, light stretching exercises, or a warm bath before bedtime can work wonders. It's like gently rocking to sleep instead of speeding into bed at full throttle. Summary. Sleep is not the enemy. Sleep deprivation is more than just being tired. The effects are far-reaching and can seriously impact your body and mind. By ensuring regular restful sleep, you can avoid many of these negative effects. Remember, sleep is as important as eating and drinking. So, take good care of your sleep. Your body and mind will thank you for it. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like button and drop a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences with sleep deprivation. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this. It's free and helps us a lot. Stay tuned for our next video, and remember, taking care of your sleep is taking care of yourself. See you in the next one.